KNDY.
And the Blue Valley's best source for Twin Valley League basketball is also KNDY. Good evening and welcome in to Twin Valley League basketball coverage here from Frankfort, Kansas, home of the Wildcats. It's boys semifinal action tonight is in our first contest coming up here at 6 o'clock. It will be the top seed in this tournament, the Hanover Wildcats, taking on the 4 seed in this tournament, Clifton-Clyde Eagles. Later on this evening, 2-seeded Axel and 3-seeded Centralia will meet up for a right to play in the championship game this evening. This is the same 4 teams that happened to be in the semifinal games last year as well, so kind of a little deja vu here in Frankfort, but different matchups, an exciting one upcoming in both of our boys' contests. You're listening to Twin Valley League basketball here on KNDY FM 95.5, online at kndyradio.com, and the free KNDY mobile app, and as well tonight broadcasting on Blue Valley TV and their YouTube channel. We always give a big thank you to our partners over there at Blue Valley Technologies getting us set up with that consolation matchup here before Washington girls get a win over Frankfort girls here, and now it's time for boys semifinal action. We'll take our first time out of the evening. When we come back, we'll take a look at both of these teams and also how this Twin Valley League is shaping out. Here's Twin Valley League action continues on KNDY.
Landall Company in Marysville is now hiring for various positions. Excellent pay, growth potential, and outstanding benefits that include annual wage reviews, incentive bonus with 60% of profits given back to employees, attendance bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible, paid time off, paid holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome. B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
I was going to say, yeah, some things that don't quite to say, like assists too as well, and yeah, what happens to steals and blocks and whatnot.
Wait! Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot by upgrading your Wi-Fi experience with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service.
To learn more, visit bluevalley.net.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
Welcome back to high school basketball action here on KNDY FM 95.5. Max Blasty with you here this evening. Weston Oldie will be joining me again a little bit later on in this broadcast. Had the joy of having Weston on last night during the girls' game, so looking forward to having him back again tonight. We're going to take a peek at both of these contest coming up here this evening. In our first game, it's the Hanover boys and the Clifton-Clyde boys. Hanover started this season 0-3, have now ripped off 6 straight wins, and the offense has been impressive. 2 70-plus point performances in that game, including a 70-56 win over Donovan West in first-round tournament action here on Monday night. In that game, Tanner Bruna led the way for the Wildcats with 20 points in that contest. Clifton-Clyde, they are 6-4 on the season. They're coming off of 3 straight wins, a 52-38 win versus Blue Valley on Monday night. Jack Scotchney is the name you need to know for the Eagles. He has 4 straight games of 30-plus points for an Eagles team that averages 55 points per game. The Hanover boys averaging 60 points per game, but on a hot streak here of late. Coming up a little bit later this evening, it's going to be a defensive battle, or so we expect. The 2-seed Axtell boys and reigning Twin Valley League tournament champions take on the 3-seed Centralia Panthers. Axtell comes into the contest 8-1. Their lone loss, a 64-30 falling to Auburn of Nebraska back on December 30th. Since then, they have ripped off 3 straight TVL wins, including a big one versus Lynn, 55-33 in Monday's night's action. While the Centralia boys, they are on a 6-game winning streak themselves after starting the season 0-3. They come off a 54-47 win Monday night versus Frankfort. We're going to take another time out here in our pregame. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Axtell Truss has the experience to provide custom-built trusses for any application. Put them to work with your next project. Let them help design the right pitch, length, and number of trusses to suit your needs. They can turn out more complicated designs and configurations as well. All are solidly built in their enclosed shop with roll-off delivery to your site available. They also assure the best materials and quality construction, completed on your schedule. Call today for a quote or more information at 785-736-2291. That's Axtell Truss.
Not everyone's going to become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a tradition of experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
Max Blasky back here with you on KNDY and Blue Valley TV, getting ready for boys semifinal action here tonight. As always, a big thank you to our sponsors that are making these broadcasts possible. The advertisers that you hear during these games help support the student athletes and make these contests so wonderful here tonight. We're going to take a little deeper dive into both the Hanover boys and the Clifton-Clyde boys. They are coming in our first matchup. We mentioned the 20 points from Tanner Bruna in Monday's win over Donovan West. Tanner wasn't alone in that contest. Braylon Mine had 14 in that game, a solid 11-2 for Cooper Bruna as he fouled out late, and Garrett Martin 12 down low. So 4 Wildcats in double figures, led by Bruna off the bench, who has taken a step back onto the bench, coming off as the 6th man, but has really thrived in that role the last couple games. I've been able to see him off that role, allows him to be able to come off a little bit more fresh, and obviously saw him shoot it well in that 20-point game as he had 2 triples, on 2 of 5 shooting in that one. Expect a big night from him, but a big night, too, for the Clifton-Clyde boys. They come in 6-4, again led by Jack Scotchney, was just informed. My colleague Jesse Sternat of KR92 in Belleville, 15 points, and Jack Scotchney goes over 1,000 points in his career. Scotchney, here a senior this year, has now 4 straight 30-plus point games and wins over Blue Valley, 2 wins over Blue Valley, a win over Frankfort here in overtime, and then a 5-point losing effort to the Centralia Panthers back on January 3rd. So Scotchney, a big portion of this offense, obviously, and the Clifton-Clyde Eagles have had the upper hand over the last couple of contests. Clifton-Clyde has won the last 3 over Hanover, including last year's thumper at home, 58-36 in that contest. Only 5 Wildcats score, led by Garrett Martin with 12, Tanner Brennan double digits with 11, but it was a completely different Clifton-Clyde team last year, led by a strong senior class of Drayden Reed and Trenton Long, both with 13 points, as the Eagles had 4 in double figures, again, getting the upper hand last year. These are 2 completely different teams. Hanover much more experienced and settled coming into this contest. The Clifton-Clyde, again, leaning on Jack Scotchney here tonight, and it's going to be a good offensive matchup again here this evening in our first contest coming up on KNDY FM 95.5. Interesting coaching matchup, too, as well. Corey Jensen, now in his 5th year, already 1 state title under his belt in his first season at the helm. Meanwhile, Justin Steinbrock, a first-year head coach here in the Twin Valley League tournament. Will be interesting to see how Coach Steinbrock handles his first Twin Valley League run. We're about 7 minutes away from tip-off between the top seed Hanover and the 4-seed Clifton-Clyde Eagles. Next on KNDY, we'll take a recap how girls action played out yesterday, getting you all wrapped up for a championship Saturday coming up tomorrow on KNDY.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
It takes a lot of know-how to run an ag business right. One of the most important things is choosing the right financial partner. That's why so many producers work with us. When it comes to agriculture, you can count on our experience. For land appraisal and more, you can talk to us. We're local, and we're here to help you grow. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
As you gear up for another planting season, is your equipment as efficient as it can be? Have Cottage Hill Ag Supply of Waterville improve your planter's seed spacing and singulation with depth control abilities this spring. Call Darren at 785-363-6101 to find out how Precision Planting can make the most of your acreage or schedule planter maintenance or improvements. Success at harvest starts with timely planting in the spring, so contact Cottage Hill Ag Supply at 363-6101 and have your planter ready before it needs to be in the field.
If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. The Dragiston Insurance Company and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff at the Dragiston Agency at 785-325-2263 or stop by one of their 3 offices located in Washington, Clay Center, and Concordia. They'll provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and the Dragiston Insurance Agency working together to protect you.
Having a baby is an amazing, life-changing experience. The Birth Center at Community Healthcare System in Onega offers a childbirth experience that is personalized for you. From innovative care model that keeps mother and baby together to professional care team of experts in OB, postpartum, and neonatal care, the Birth Center team works closely with you, your physician, and your family to provide the personalized, compassionate, one-on-one care and attention you deserve, all in a warm, supportive, family-oriented environment that meets you and your baby's unique needs. For more information, visit chcsks.org. CHCS in Onega. Personalized care inspired by you.
Max Blasky back with you here on a game night Friday night, joined with Weston Oldie to my right. I had a chance to be joined by Weston last evening, too, as well, as we take a peek at how last night's Twin Valley League tournament action settled out on the girls' standpoint. First, in our first contest, Weston, we saw Centralia, top seed in this tournament, get a 62-34 win over Donovan West, and I think we both kind of agreed Centralia dominated that game from the start.
Yeah, and the first half was a little bit rough for them. They only had a 7-point lead at halftime, but really that third quarter they opened things up. We saw Owen Dieters getting a little more scoring in, and like kind of we said, we kind of expected Centralia to be in the championship, and here they are going for, I believe, number 16 overall in the TVL.
And it's kind of going to be redundant, too, but what happened with Centralia, obviously Owen Dieters before mentioned, but the offensive rebounding. We expected to see it from the boys here tonight, but the bigs for Centralia played a big part in that win as well.
Absolutely. They got two bigs, not on the court at the same time a lot, but they didn't need to be because one out there knew what to do. Definitely had a big impact on the game.
And another team that's on a roll, Hanover, the 2 seed, picks up the 67-54 win over Valley Heights, matching up the Panthers and the Wildcats in tomorrow's championship game at 4 p.m. Hanover, though, had to come from behind. They were down by 2 at half, but resilience from a returning state championship team, I think, showed.
Exactly. The last minute or two of the first half, they kind of made a comeback and really continued on to the third quarter. That press defense, they locked down Valley Heights in that third quarter. And then Anna Juneman, I'll point her out specifically, the press defense, anticipating passes, created a lot of turnovers, gained a lot of points for the Wildcats.
I was talking to someone last night after the games. I think it's going to be an excellent matchup championship. You have 2 stars, Owen Dieters, Anna Juneman, Biggs, Drew Bruna, Josie Haverkamp. Styles will be excellent. It will be a good girls matchup tomorrow. 4 p.m. again, that game on KNDY. We're just moments away from the first boys semifinal action. We're going to take a quick 60-second break. When we come back, starting lineups for both Hanover and Clifton-Clyde as the winner will punch their ticket to its Twin Valley League Tournament Championship tomorrow.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Some things are better together, like burgers and fries, movies and popcorn, and auto and home insurance. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we'll help you bundle your auto and home coverage in one policy, saving you money. And if a storm hits and both are damaged, you'll pay a single deductible. Find an agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Bryce Leonard in Washington is your local agent with Farm Bureau Insurance and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
It's time for starting lineups. First, we're going to start with the lower seed visiting team here tonight, 4 seed Clifton-Clyde. They will be Braden Cook, Oliver Nobert, Jack Scotchney, Trexton Cook, and Luke Nobert out there for the Eagles. As for Hanover, same starting lineup as Monday evening, Cooper Bruna, Cadrick Cohorse, Braylon Mine, Cameron Juneman, and Garrett Martin. In the jump circle, it's Martin is Scotchney, and we are off here on Game Time. Clifton-Clyde in the road reds, alternating white and black stripes down the side, while Hanover will be the home team with home white jerseys and blue Hanover off the side. First possession, though, bad for Hanover, turnover early on.
You see Oliver Nobert already trying to make defense known there for Clifton-Clyde, creating that turnover.
Had a chance to see Clifton-Clyde one time here in that overtime win versus Frankfort. It does start and end with Scotchney offensively, but the other 4 on the court, when we talk about defensive pressure, we talk about pressure early on in Centralia and Hanover girls. They bring that here. Hanover defense good early on, leaves Oliver Nobert wide open. Good burrito as Nobert trains that from the right corner. The 5'10 senior drops it down for his first bucket of the contest. It's quickly 3-0. Clifton-Clyde. Hanover will have the size advantage here too today with Martin down low. Scotchney does go 6'4", but plays mainly on the outside. Over 7 points in the matchup last year between these two teams. Already almost halfway there, and here's a turnover near side by Cooper Bruna. Will be called for the on Cadrick Cohorse. Will be called for Wonk Cohorse. Not in the starting lineup last Monday, out in that contest, back in the starting lineup here today, hopefully bringing some energy for the Wildcats. 3-0 early on, 6:50 left to play first quarter action. Max Lasky along with Weston Oldie here on KNDY. Shot inside will be off the glass. No offensive rebound Scotchney, though, up with his first attempt, is down and good for Jack Scotchney. Up and down for his first two. The senior, again, 15 points away from 1,000 points in his career, so we'll make it 13 as we're on 1,000-point watch here tonight. Cooper Bruno looks to drive inside for the Wildcats. Braylon Mine posting up Novert, right block. Looking for an answer. Garrett Martin out top. Already with 15 on the shot clock. Cager Cohorse top side. Hands off Bruno. Bruno looks to get downhill. That's Cooper. Gets the right block through the contact up and down for the freshman. An aggressive take.
Yeah, first shot for Hanover almost 2 minutes in, but he made his way for a good shot and got 2 points.
Cooper Bruno, 11 points in the game of Monday evening. He had 8 through the first 3 quarters, and as a freshman, a good-looking point guard for this Wildcats team. Tip away here from Mine, and it's going to be a steal. Garrett Martin on the run, 2-on-2, will smartly pull this one back out. Kicks it out, Cohorse drives, left block, now finds a nifty pass inside to Martin, who finishes 4-2. Pretty pass from Cager Cohorse, high post to low post, looked off the defender left, threw it right. Garrett did the arrest. Still 1-point advantage, Clifton-Clyde as we play first quarter action. Left block, it'll go to Luke Novert. Change the starting lineup. Novert in there here tonight. Drive inside, shot will be missed. Offensive board tips around, and it's going to go back over to Hanover. An aggressive drive early on from Trexton Cooks. The Hanover defense doing pretty good early on man-to-man.
Absolutely, and speaking of man-to-man, they got a freshman, Cooper Bruno, guarding Jack Scotchney today.
Interesting matchup there. I figured it would be Braylon Mine, but we're going to go with Cooper. Inside, there's Martin again going through the contact, and a foul will be called. Personal foul on the Eagles will be their first one here tonight. Yeah, both teams defensively very man-to-man here in this season. So we talked about Scotchney 4 straight with 30-plus. Hanover now on the season, almost 60 points per game. I'm looking forward to the offense. Here's Baylor Mine, short left corner. That one be a miss. Offensive board, Garrett Martin works his way back inside, drops that down for 2. Good offensive board there for Garrett, and this is Hanover's first lead of the contest.
Good job by Hanover there getting the offensive rebound and taking full advantage to take the lead.
Again, Wildcats believe they have the height advantage here in this 1-2-9. Look to use it defensively, playing very good. Forcing Clifton-Clyde down inside 15 on the shot clock. Top side, Trexton Cook looks to get going. Hands off Scotchney, taken away by the before-mentioned Cooper Bruno, and forces the second turnover. Sticky hands there from Cooper.
Trying to get the ball in the hands of Scotchney, and Hanover was all over it.
Late second shot clock. It's going to go to Jack Scotchney. Backdoor cut. Cameron Juneman misses, but there's Garrett Martin for his third bucket of the evening on 3 attempts. It was set up on a beautiful backdoor cut by Juneman. And a beautiful pass from Mine, and Martin all over the offensive glass early on.
2 straight buckets off an offensive rebound.
Oliver Novert takes on a 3, right corner. Corey Jensen prowling on his defense. 3-ball Cook. That's went from Trexton Cook, right wing. Second triple from Clifton-Clyde as they knock this one back up at 8. Tough-looking shot there. They gave him room, and he just stepped back and took it. Here's Braylon inside. Left block, shut up. Not good. Rebound pulled down Eagles. Braylon, 14 in the game. Monday night was looking for his first one there, but it missed. On the other end, shot altered by Martin, but it's missed. Offensive board, Clifton-Clyde. Novert top side, step back 3 from the lefty. That's short off the rim. Martin pulls down the defensive board. Now a foul in the backcourt will be called on Clifton-Clyde. First substitutions for both sides upcoming here. It looks like Ty Chase, the 6'6 senior, will step in for Clifton-Clyde.
Yeah, along with Chase, we got Ethan Sacco coming in for the Eagles.
Back in Sacco and Chase first in. Jack Bruna off the bench now for Hanover, along with Tanner Bruna. They will replace Cooper and Cameron Juneman. Here's Tanner, coming off a team high on Monday night, gets stopped at the free throw line, kicks it out, now left wing, gets it, gathers, shoots. That's going to be altered by Scotchney. Offensive board. Martin misses the first, but gets the second, and Garrett Martin is everywhere on the offensive board.
He is attacking, and that's been the difference in the game so far.
Garrett Martin already with 8 quick points, and he has just as many as Clifton-Clyde in this contest. Chase, a deep corner 3. That one's money from the 6'6er. Steps out and drops in the corner 3. Clifton-Clyde's third triple here tonight, and that's really their MO. They just fire away from deep, and if it's falling, it's falling. Hanover will have to play through it. Martin inside, the answer back for two. Garrett Martin, have yourself a heck of a first quarter, double digits already.
10 of the 12 team points for Hanover.
5 buckets and 4 off offensive rebounds, really making his own. Here's Scotchney, a deep three. That's missed. Box out will be a good one from Stohorst. Hanover looked to push, but will smartly slow it down. 2 minutes left to play first quarter action. Hanover 1-point lead in this boys semifinal action. Wildcats looking to get back to the title game. This is a 3-ball from Cager Stohorst. Dropped in from the left wing. His first triple here tonight. It's a 5-point advantage for Hanover. Defensively, Wildcats solid man-to-man here this evening. Here's Chase inside through the contact and for two. Ty Chase, his second bucket on as many attempts.
He just got in the game and already has 5 points. What a boost for the Eagles.
Mine short corner shot. Everyone's hitting it here tonight. Braylon Mine, his first bucket in 3 attempts. It's 17-13 early on.
You said it earlier, Max. These offenses are going to put up some points, and so far we are seeing that.
We're seeing some shots made, and always good to see. Kind of stark contrast maybe of our next one coming up. We're enjoying this one now. Scotchney top side trying to work against Martin. Tanner Bruna pokes this one away and leads to a Hanover run out. Braylon Mine left side. Back to Bruna, tucked away by Scotchney and turnover, Hanover. Wildcats had a 3-on-1 there and a bounce pass from Braylon Mine led to that turnover. Right place, just good hands from Jack Scotchney. Nobert left corner thinks about a 3, already hit one from that spot. Drives up top, tightly guarded by Braylon. Kicks it inside, good hands. Now Jack Scotchney 3, that one's off, no good. Defensive board, Garrett Martin, and a big one there for Martin. Martin going 6'4", battling Ty Chase at 6'6", and Chase has him by probably a good 10 pounds. 22 seconds on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. This will be the last shot of the quarter. Hanover leads 17-13. Hanover in the top side, gets a screen from Martin. Works to the left elbow, kicks in left corner. Cager Stohorst baseline, hands off, down low. Martin misses. Second offensive board, nope, over the back on Garrett Martin. Couldn't quite get that bunny to fall, already with 10, and will pick up an offensive foul here right before quarter break.
And for the Eagles now, number 21, Levi Thrasher, number 5, Treston Cook, checking back into the ball game.
Eagles will go deep here in this one. Scotchney with 7, gets across the timeline, guarded by Hunter Keycaper, who just stepped into the ball game. Scotchney right wing looking for help, top side, 3-ball is on its way, and it's off the rim. Hanover survives a late second miss, and it will be a lead for the Wildcats as we end first quarter action, 17-13 in a fast-moving one. We're back to semifinal action after this.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
As Weston said, a fast-moving first quarter. That it was. 30 combined points between both of these teams. Hanover with the 4-point advantage. Eagles, though, only 3 misses in that quarter. Hot shooting to start this game off. Hanover defensively looking strong here early on. Of course, in their man-to-man defense inside shot will be missed. Ty Chase with a big offensive board. That's a miss, and Tanner Bruna comes out of there with it. Ty Chase already with 5 points in this game. There's Hunter Keycaper. His first shot attempt will be a miss. Hanover controls offensive board. Tanner Bruna drives downhill and layup down and good for Tanner. Again, coming off a 20-point performance Monday night, versus Doniphan West. Tanner moved into more of that six-man role. Flourish here lately, and here's a block. Big defensive stop. Bruna, I believe, had three of those against the Mustangs as well, and timeout will be called. Clifton-Clyde will take it with them. 19-13 our score. 7 minutes left to play. Second quarter action.
You want a bank that not only cares about you, but the businesses and families around. FNB Washington is that bank. Community-minded since 1883, FNB Washington truly has been there through it all. A mainstay in the Washington community, FNB cherishes the opportunity to give back, whether participating in hosting local events, providing a community room for public use, or cheering the Tigers on to victory. Your local and hometown bank is still FNB Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Unload your unwanted or unused items and benefit local residents with disabilities through the Twin Valley Thrift Shops. Have some good used things taking up space? Drop those off anytime at the warehouse in Waterville or Twice But Nice in Beatty. For larger lots of garage sale leftovers, furniture, and the like, call to arrange pickup. Every donation sold benefits Twin Valley Services and their local residents. Learn more online at twinvalleyfriends.com or stop by the warehouse in Waterville, plus used furniture and appliances, or Twice But Nice in Beatty.
A reminder that if you missed a minute of the broadcast, every one of these Twin Valley League games is available online at kndyradio.com underneath the Sports Podcast tab. You can listen back to last night's games, tonight's games, too, as well, whenever you would like. There's a shot clock violation forced by Hanover. That's why head coach John Scotchney took the timeout, and Eagles still failed to get a bucket up.
That's what we talked about last night. The shot clock is new. Teams are still adjusting. No one even knew it was about to hit zero.
Saw that a time or two last night, too, as well. One of those teams that doesn't play with it is Clifton-Clyde. They played here once, but wasn't used to it there. Here's the turnovers. Mine led Cohorse a little bit too much on that pass. It's a low turnover game, too. Weston made that comment earlier. No turnovers, not a lot of fouls either in that first quarter.
Yeah, it was a fairly clean game overall, really quick, and a lot of points.
Very efficient are both of these teams with their shots. Oliver Hanover drives left baseline, gets stopped off by Mine. And again, good defense by Hanover early on. Here's Kiecaper. Will get a foul called as his hands were right there as Scotchney tried to rip through. Kiecaper a little foul trouble in Monday night's game. Ended up with 4 of them. Had a little steam, too, as well, a little passion to his game. Ball play inside. Scotchney takes it free throw line. Guarded again by Kiecaper. Everyone sinks in on Scotchney. 5 out here, top side. Randy Cook will look to score. Now kicks it off Nobert, right corner. Guarded tight against Mine. Good defense by the Wildcats. Shot clock at 20 again. Eagles can't get anything going. Here's a cutter middle of the lane. That's Trexton Cook. Right block. Stopped off by Cohorse. Scotchney gets inside. Foul up. And here come foul shots for Jack Scotchney.
Going to be the first free throws of the game for either team. 2 minutes into the second quarter.
I think we saw a game last night in girls with 24 free throws for one side, and here we are, our first one at the 5:49 mark. First one for Jack is off. 2 points in that first quarter. Leading scorer again in that first quarter, Ty Chase for Clifton-Clyde. 10 already for Garrett Martin, but no shot attempts yet here tonight.
And there, Cooper Bruna just checked in for Hunter Kiecaper.
Mentioned the foul trouble. Second one already for Kiecaper. Jump ball will be called as Levi Thrasher and Tanner Bruna get tangled up. It'll be ball over to Hanover. 19-13 is your score. 6-point advantage. Wildcats jumped out to a 4-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Extended it here a little bit. Winners will take on the winner of our next game, Axtell Centralia. Hanover looking to get back to their second straight Twin Valley League tournament on the boys' side. They'll be looking for their 8th in school history, their first since 2021. Clifton-Clyde looking, I believe, for their first since 1997. Cadrick Cohorse, high arcing jumper from the left elbow will drop down for Cadrick. 5 points already on efficient 2-for-2 shooting. Darnell touched the ceiling, but he got it off, didn't it? Inside Scotchney looking for a bucket. 3 Wildcats around him, forces it up and misses it. Hanover's defensive plan has been excellent on Jack Scotchney so far tonight. Again, if you're just joining us, Scotchney with 4 straight games of 30-plus points, 15 away from 1,000 points in his career. Coach Corey Jensen has now seen it all in every style and has a good plan here early on. Pass from Horse to Bruno will be a mishandled. Second turnover, Wildcats. Quickly back the other way. Good little turnaround look that we saw there from Levi Thrasher.
We've seen Clifton-Clyde kind of take their time on offense, and now here's the last couple drives. They're trying to score quick, and there it works.
Going right back to it. Clifton-Clyde does have decent size. Tanner Bruno, right corner 3. No, but a foul will be called on Thrasher. So you can almost erase the 2 points he got on the other end. Commits a personal foul, closing out the 3-point shooter, and Tanner Bruno will go to the line for 3 attempts. First one up for Tanner. That will be a make. Didn't want to jinx him, but Tanner was 4 for 4 in that game Monday night, so like shooting over here in the primary gym. Substitution, Thrasher out, Kai Chase out, along with, who was that, 30 went out. I believe Trexton Cook came back in. Second one here for Bruno. Tanner drops that one down.
Yeah, I saw Kai Chase along with Colt German checking in for the Eagles, and for Hanover, Jack Bruno entering the game.
Third one here for Tanner, drops that one down, an efficient 5 points here for Tanner in this first quarter. Makes the 3-point foul pay. It's a 9-point advantage, Hanover. Second freshman now to guard Jack Scotchney. That'll be Jack Bruno picking up the assignment. Thrasher left block up over Martin. Shot missed. Good board. Ripped away, though, from Martin by Scotchney, and Jack puts it in for 2. But Garrett Martin had that with him, but strong take there by Jack, making a play for his Wildcats team. Braylon Mine offensively, top side, will look to go against man-to-man defense here for Clifton-Clyde. Go-Horse gets his rub screen from Martin. Shot will be missed there from Tadrick. Good take, though. The left-handed little flip shot won't drop down.
It took Clifton-Clyde some time to score here in the second quarter. They got 4 points recently. Maybe they'll keep up this scoring.
Never mind. You have the uncanny ability to say the opposite of what's going to happen. What, it get you 3 or 4 times last night?
At least. I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Turnover, Clifton-Clyde. Corey Jensen takes the timeout. We'll take it one with him. 3:34 left to play until halftime. Hanover leading 24-17.
Ever thought about what kind of curveballs Mother Nature might throw our way? Don't worry, Blue Valley Insurance is here to lend a hand. Whether it's hailstorms damaging your crops or strong winds causing trouble, our crop insurance has got you covered. It provides compensation for crop loss due to damaging weather conditions like hail, and we offer wind coverage too. Swing by one of our Blue Valley Insurance locations in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville.
A slower second quarter than we had. It was 17-13 at the end of the first 30 combined points. Right now, we set at only 11 combined points here in this second quarter. I think both teams defensively, I want to say, kind of really turned it up here the last couple of possessions and started the quarter.
They have. We've seen a couple turnovers here. We've seen people at the free throw line, so definitely putting the clamps on the defensive side for both teams.
Really slowed the pace down. Here's a patented too-high set for Hanover. Jack Bruno left corner 3. Hard off that one. Tanner Bruno, though, offensive board misses that one. Had a bunny right at the rim. Got there for the offensive board. And haven't seen that a lot either. Saw Garrett Martin as there's a hand check foul on Jack Bruno out top on Jack Scotchney. But haven't seen Hanover get to the offensive board, I think, near as much either in the second quarter for the Wildcat standpoint.
No, and that's been a big difference. You know, I believe in that first quarter, Garrett Martin, he was just living down there on the offensive rebounds. I believe he had 5 of them in the first quarter and converted on 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Martin had 5 buckets to my tally on 7 attempts, so you're looking at least 4 or 5 offensive boards there for Garrett. Defensive clamps, though, have been good for the Wildcats. Stopped out top, gets it off to Scotchney. With 20 on the shot clock, tipped away by Bruno, but it'll go right back into the hands of Jack. Jack attacks the rim, shot missed by Bruno as he altered that shot. Now we're going to have a foul 90 feet away from the basket. And this Hanover defense pounding Jack Scotchney here tonight so far.
Yeah, good job by Braylon Mine getting the rebound there.
Seeing a few Eagles fans roll in, a reminder that Axtell Centralia will be our next broadcast right after this one. 2:45 left to play here until halftime. Hanover leading 24-17. Centralia, or Clifton-Clyde forced to go to his zone, and Garrett Martin can't handle the hot pass high-low from Tanner Bruna to Martin. Turnover, Wildcats.
And it was the Levi Thrasher checking in for Luke Nober, who just picked up his third foul of the ball game.
So foul trouble here for Novert already.
And then Jack Scotchney drives in with a tough shot off the glass, able to convert.
Weston picking up the slack over here for me. Decided to write something down just as soon as we missed that. Second bucket here for Jack now in this quarter. Second almost turnover for Hanover, but Garrett Mark controls. Tanner Bruna gets in the lane, looking for contact, flips it up, and through for Tanner Bruna. 7 points now for Tanner here all in this quarter.
Tanner was looking to draw some contact and go to the free throw line, but made an adjustment and was able to make a nice shot out of it.
A lengthy finisher around the rim is Tanner. Good scoring option again off the bench for Coach Corey Jensen and his squad. Deep three will be taken. Number 11.
That's Colt Gurman there. He had the room. He took the shot. He unfortunately couldn't convert on it.
He let it fly. Hanover let him loose there for a reason. Bruna gets inside as this will push away, but a foul now will be called on Colt. Got a little handsy there. I don't say it was overly aggressive, but anytime you reach in on a defender, they're going to call that a foul.
Yeah, Cooper Bruna and Cadrick Cohorst coming back into the game for the Wildcats. And for the Eagles, Broden Cook also checks back in.
Lob play, Martin inside. Martin puts it up quickly off the bounce. That'll be a miss on Garrett's first shot here in the second quarter. 10 points again for Garrett, all in the first quarter. Final 70 seconds of halftime. Don't go anywhere at half. We'll recap this one as well as take a little peek at next game coming up. Shot will be missed from the left elbow from Braden Cook on his first shot attempt. Hanover controls with 60 seconds left before half.
Never see Garrett Martin getting that rebound. He did on the offensive side in the first quarter. Now he's on the defensive side here in the second.
Braylon Martin, left wing three. That rims out. No good. Good-looking shot as Clifton-Clyde has moved to his zone. Tanner Bruna's zone beater in the middle of the free throw line. Garrett Martin down low. Mine couldn't quite finish. Inside, Kai Chase, free throw line, looking to work a little hand-off give and give. It's poked away by Braylon. Good energy there from Mine. It's 15 on the shot clock. Scotchney, left wing, loves to go left, guarded tightly by the freshman Jack Bruna. Now top side, here's Gurman. Gurman in, kicks it out. Little floater off the lane. No, Kai Chase there for the offensive board and two. Chase having himself a nice game around the rim. 7 points already for the 6'6 senior.
Almost looks like they drew it up that way.
Cohorst into the line. He mishandles this one. Leads to a run out for Clifton-Clyde. Scotchney inside, and a blocking foul will be called. They going to call this on the floor?
It will be on the floor before the shot.
So fourth personal foul on Hanover. Good foul there to stop the Scotchney attack.
They're going to get Brant Beichman on that one, his first of the contest.
Clifton-Clyde will inbound underneath their own basket. Deep three, but a foul on the shooter. Cooper Bruna, too aggressive on the closeout, sends Jack Scotchney to the line in the final 4.1.
Had my number flipped. That last foul was on Braylon Mine, and this one being on Cooper Bruna.
Bruna has played good defense here early on. Again, took the assignment of Scotchney early on. Scotchney misses the first free throw, but they're just a mental mistake. And I said it earlier, I haven't seen many fouls on threes. We've seen two already in this quarter.
Yeah, getting late. Might be getting a little bit tired, and as you see Scotchney missing a few free throws today.
Scotchney finally makes his first free throw in 4 attempts.
And Jack Bruna checks back in for Hanover.
Final 4.1, 4-point lead for Hanover. Jack Scotchney free throw can cut it to 3. There's as much as an 8 there for the Wildcats early on. Does cut it to 3 on the free throw. One last attempt for the Wildcats. Tanner Bruna, runner from half court, is in. Tanner Bruna, a step inside the half court line, drains it as the half expires. and the Wildcats go into the halftime locker up 6, 29-23. When we come back, we'll digest that first half as the Wildcats look to get to back-to-back TVL tournament championships.
Once you plant Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans in your field, harvest will never be the same. Enter a new era of performance and join farmers everywhere yielding an additional 2.7 bushels per acre over A-Series. Unleash your greatest harvest yet with Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you always get more than a bag of seed.
Harsh winters in our area can drive up your energy cost. Protect your home and wallet this year by stopping at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Seal drafty windows and doors with weather stripping and draft stoppers. Grab durable window and door wrap or new ductwork and replace your furnace filter for improved energy efficiency, lower repair cost, and a more comfortable home. Visit Hometown Lumber in Marysville or Axtell Lumber today to protect your home and stay warm this winter.
When shopping a hometown grocer, you want selection and service, like G&R Market in Frankfort offers. Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, along with weekly specials, they'll make your wallet happy. Shop the G&R Market app or grab a cart and look around to find something new for dinner. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 7, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Great deals, friendly faces every time at G&R Market in Frankfort.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Max Blasky back with you here on KNDY FM 95.5, as well as Blue Valley TV online at Blue Valley. What was I going to say there, Wes?
On the Blue Valley live stream.
Blue Valley, yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Blue Valley live stream, Channel 3 there, YouTube as well. Also online at KNDYradio.com. Weston Oldie keeping me in line here to my right. Hanover leads this one 29-23, but Tanner Bruna hitting an amazing three from just inside half court to end the half.
It was a deep shot, but he had a really good look on that and switched it.
It was a good-looking first half for both of these teams. It was high-scoring in the first quarter. Hanover led at the end of one, 17-13. They also outscored Clifton-Clyde there in the second quarter, 12-10. We mentioned it. It was a quick-moving first quarter, but kind of slowed down there in the second due to some foul shots and some turnovers, too, as well.
Yeah, there were a few more turnovers in that second quarter. We saw both teams applying a little more pressure on defense, leading to those foul shots, trying to slow down some tempo offensively. It's going to be exciting to see how they continue that on into the second half.
And defensively, Hanover has done a great job on Jack Scotchney. He's got 8 points. He is now, quick math in my head, 7 points away from 1,000 points in his career. But most importantly, he has 4 straight games of 30-plus, and Hanover's bottled him up.
Yeah, keeping him at 8 is a win in itself. You know, we said yesterday coming into this night, how will you defend Jack Scotchney? And Hanover has been doing with not one but 2 different freshmen guarding him. They're not afraid to put him out there.
I love that point. Was going to make it, too. Yes, Corey Jensen trusts in both Cooper Bruna and usually Jack Bruna out there defensively. Looking at scoring, first 4, Clifton-Clyde. Again, Jack Scotchney leads the way with 8. 7 points for Kai Chase, the big man for the Eagles. 3 points apiece for Trexton Cook and Oliver Novert, and 2 for Levi Thrasher. Eagles were 2 for 4 from the free throw line in that first half, all in the second quarter, and only 4 turnovers. But Hanover, a little bit more scoring balance here tonight. 2 players already in double figures. Garrett Martin had 10 in the first quarter. Tanner Bruna has 10 in the second quarter. 5 points now from Tajer Cohorst, and 2 points apiece for Cooper Bruna and Braylon Mine. Hanover went 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and 7 turnovers, Anything stick out to you, Weston?
Yeah, in that first half, Garrett Martin, you mentioned the points, but also on the rebounding side, I believe he had 5 offensive rebounds in that first quarter, and he had at least 4 defensive rebounds, so nearly a double-double in the first half alone.
Garrett Martin has worked inside. We'll see if they can't give him moving in the second half. Again, 6-point lead for Hanover at halftime. We'll take a timeout. Take a little preview at our next contest coming up between Axtell and Centralia. Again, you're listening to boys semifinal action here on KNDY and Blue Valley TV.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Coolman Implement and Hardware is your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer with personalized care since 1935. See Coolman Implement and Hardware for farm equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, parts, sales, and service. Your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer is Coolman Implement and Hardware in Lynn, Kansas.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Ease the burden on your loved ones with pre-planning services offered through Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville and Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley. This is Jared Anders, and we can help you in assuring that your wishes will be taken care of, easing the decision process for your family. From service arrangements to special requests, let us take time to meet your exact needs. Find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us at Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville or at Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
Sold 300. That's buyer 5-2.
Second half action about ready to tip off between Hanover and Clifton-Clyde. Wildcats up by 6. Giving a little preview, though, of our next broadcast. Axtell boys, Centralia Panthers. Axtell comes in only allowing 34 points per game defensively. Meanwhile, Centralia defensively 47 a game. Both teams hang their hat on the defensive and physicality side. I know we saw Centralia the other day. They looked really good in their win over Frankfort.
They did. They didn't maintain a big lead during the game, but they maintained enough of a lead, and they kept it the whole game, which is more important.
And head coach Nick Evans shorthanded in that game. Senior guard Jacob Flinty out. He should be playing tonight. Senior coach Tyler Jones, we're going to see about him. And we talked about 1,000-point scores for the Axtell Eagles. We all know about football, but both Eli Brockman and Brandon Schmelsley, 1,000-point scores in their careers, pretty efficient offensively, too, for the Eagles.
two good athletes, no matter what sport they're in. It's something, it's quite the sight to behold.
Well, we get a little spoiled in this area when you see Axtell. You know it's going to be a good team. Of course, their boys coming off a third-place finish at state last year. Centralia boys coming off a regular season TVL tournament champion will be a good one here tonight. A finish, though, a great one between Clifton-Clyde and Hanover. Clifton-Clyde looking for this season their fifth straight run at the state title. They've been to state now 5 straight years. Hanover hasn't been there since the second-place finish in 2022, so you never know what a tournament run here at the TVL might do for a team. It only time will tell. 16 minutes left to claim a winner in this contest. First one to itch their way into the championship game coming up Saturday. Lob play out of the quarter break is going to be mishandled by Clifton-Clyde. Turnover, and then a cheap foul taken by Jack Scotchney. His father, Josh, drew up a little lob play there for Jack, but it didn't quite work out.
And I did notice coming out there, we do see Kai Chase starting the second half for the Eagles in lieu of Luke Nobert, who's on the bench with 3 fouls.
So it changed there with Kai Chase. Regular starters, I believe, correct. Trexton Cook, Jack Scotchney, Oliver Nobert. Braden Cook, it's going to be Cater Cohorse, Braylon Mine, Cooper Bruna, Garrett Martin, and Tanner Bruna out there getting the start in place of Cameron Juneman. Again, Tanner was 10 already in the first half. And here's Cadrick with his third bucket in 4 attempts, an efficient 3 for 4, 7 points now for Cadrick. Was out of Monday night's contest, stepped right back into the starting role here tonight seamlessly. 8-point advantage for Hanover. Left side, Oliver Nobert. Jump shots in the lane. Favorite shot is down to the lefty. Tough shot there over the lengthy defense of Hanover, but it drops down for Nobert.
I believe Nobert started scoring early in the game for Clifton-Clyde. He started again here in the second half.
And talking about starting, Tanner Bruno with a deep 3. He hit a triple right inside a half court in the first half and comes out just like he did the first half.
Yeah, immediate scoring. We knew these offenses were going to light it up at some point.
Saw it in the first half, slowed a little bit in the second, but Hanover offense out here hot to start this third quarter. It's going to go Scotchney left block, guarded tightly by Martin, stays tall, but it drops in there for Jack.
Scotchney saw the double team, tried to pass it away, and decided he could do it himself.
That he can. He can do a lot of things on the basketball court by himself, as there will be a travel called. Patrick Colhorse loses his footing, turns it over back to Clifton-Clyde.
It looked like he tried to drive forward, but the defender just stepped away enough for him to kind of lose his momentum.
Kind of pulled the chair out from under you trick. Is kind of what happened on that one. These two teams matching up for the first time here this year. They'll match up later on in the season on February 11th. So if you like that game, get on over to Clifton-Clyde. They're on the 11th for another good one between these two TVL rivals. Oliver Nobert, 3-ball left corner. That's a miss. Garrett Martin off defensive board.
As you expect, Garrett Martin now with a double-double in the game.
We saw Martin all over the offensive board in the first quarter. Here defensively, Tanner fakes on a 3, gets inside, kicks it out. Here's Bruna, a 3. That's an air ball. But Garrett Martin right on cue, an offensive board putback. A dozen now for Garrett.
We saw the Eagles do something like that earlier. Almost looked like it was designed that way.
That's when, as a player, you say, oh, yes, that was a pass when you're looking at film on that one. Airball leads to a bucket nonetheless. 9-point advantage for Hanover. Looking for a score, Clifton-Clyde. Oliver Nobert fakes on a corner 3, and a hand check foul will be called on Braylon Mine. Just put those hands on the shoulders right off the bat. Second one here for Braylon. It was a low foul quarter or first half, too, as well. Real quickly, only 6 fouls for Hanover in that first half, and I believe only 4 for Clifton-Clyde, and 3 of those on Luke Nobert.
That's right, and Luke Nobert's checking back into the game with those 3 fouls, giving Kai Chase a little bit of a breather.
Tip pass taken away by Bruna. Do we have a dunk? Not quite, but Tanner lays it down for 2, and Josh Scotchney wants a timeout. Wildcats come out hot, push their lead up to 11. We're back after this word from our sponsors.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Dreaming of a new home? Let Inline Construction make that dream a reality. Custom home builds from foundation to finish with your plans, or they'll help you with design. Build on your lot or take advantage of Marysville's newest subdivision, Hartley Ridge, at 8th Street and Jayhawk Road. Call today and get started with Inline Construction of Marysville.
Max Lasky back here with you on KDY FM 95.5 along with Weston Oldie. To my right, a big reminder, go check out the TVL Sports Spotlight. Jeff Work's been working hard all weekend long here from the TVL tournament. Check that out, tvlsportspotlight.blog, or on the Facebook page. While you're on Facebook, go ahead and give that KADY Facebook page a like to as well if you haven't already done that. 11-point lead for Hanover as we play 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Winner of this contest, of course, will go on to the tournament championship game coming up tomorrow. These are the same four teams that were in the semifinals. Hanover, Clifton-Clyde, Axel, and Centralia last season. But last year is Clifton-Clyde falling to Axel, and Hanover taking out Centralia. So Wildcats looking for a second straight year, and again looking for their first TVL tournament championship since 2019. Inside shot is going to be missed. Outside, shot there by Luke Novert on his first attempt will be a miss. At the other end, Tanner Bruno misses that one badly. Don't blame him, though. Might as well let it fly. 20 on Monday night, already with 15 here this evening. Jack Scotchney right block against the smaller Cooper Bruno. Good job by Cooper to force it out. Left block now, Oliver Novert shot up. Good defense, Braylon Mine. Novert comes up short. One and done here for the Eagles.
The Eagles definitely switching things up. Jack Scotchney, we can see him light it up from outside. Now they see the height advantage, trying to go inside with them.
Trying to get early buckets, I think, here at this point. Down to 11 is Clifton-Clyde. An offense that is, I don't want to say struggled, but a team that averages 55 a game. You're right on track, but you need to keep up with this Hanover team.
Especially when you got an 11-point deficit. That can take some time to climb back into this game.
Again, Wildcats have led this entire way. They were up 4 at the end of the first quarter. They were up 6 at halftime, now leading by 11, just under 4 minutes left to play. Third quarter action, getting inside the lane, and a foul is going to be called. Hunter TK for Hunter has had himself a rough tournament here. Picked up 4 fouls on Monday. Couldn't keep his hands out of the cookie jar. Can't do it there as he swipes down for a ball. He'll stay out there, though, with his 3 fouls.
Couple substitutions earlier. I do see Levi Thrasher and Landon Begnosh coming into the game for the Eagles.
Shot will be missed and taken away now by Hanover. Cager Cohorts slows it down. Top of the key. Gives it off. Garrett Martin left low block. Martin misses that one. Good defense, though, from Clifton-Clyde. Eagles working it inside. Shot up will be missed by Trexton Cook. And again, one and done goes Clifton-Clyde on their offensive possession.
We're seeing them get shots off, but not capitalizing just yet.
Martin flails those arms, goes through the contact, picks up a personal foul, and Garrett Martin will earn himself a trip to the free throw line. Again, not a lot of free throws so far here in this contest, only 7 between both of these teams. First one for Martin will be off the rim to the right. Second foul now for Jack Scotchney, too, so big one there for the Eagles.
Anthony Colt Gurman coming in for the Eagles, and Brant Beichman checking in for the Wildcats.
Beichman's first action coming here in the first quarter. Played sparingly there the other night, or actually said it sparingly, had a decent little game with 5 points there for Brant. Second one for Martin is a miss. Garrett goes 0 for 2 from the line, stays an 11-point advantage. Hanover topside Thrasher swings it down low right block. Inside spinning shot will be missed. Quickly out of there comes with it the Wildcats. Hunter Kiefer forces some action. Shot missed on that one, and I believe it'll be out of bounds off of the Wildcats.
They're discussing if that ball was tipped, but they're going to say it was not, so Eagles will get the ball back.
Action slows here in this third quarter. Hanover leading, playing into their advantage, though. Shot will be a miss from the Eagles. Defense board pulled down. Braylon Mine.
Levi Thrasher had a good look on that three-pointer, but like we've seen a lot in this quarter, they haven't quite converted.
Eagles haven't been able to hit anything. Really, no one has. Here's Cameron Juniman inside off the Tanner Bruna miss. Kicks it out. Braylon Mine hits the three. A big bucket for Mine off two misses, or off the miss from Bruna. Makes it a 41-27 game. Near turnover by the Eagles will be controlled by Luke Nover. Nover gives it off to Oliver. Here, right corner. Now the Jack Scotchney in that corner. 14 on the shot clock, working against Hunter Kiefer. A diving play made by Braylon Mine. Head coach Corey Jensen takes the time out to save a possession. We'll keep it right here with us, though, as Hanover hasn't really, I don't want to say seized control yet of this game, but you can just feel it. Eagles have only scored 4 points so far here in this first quarter. Defensively, Hanover winning the ball game on that end.
Exactly. As far as taking control, that is a very key point. You know, how good is your defense doing? We've seen Clifton-Clyde get some looks, take some shots, but like I said, 4 points in this quarter. Hanover extending their lead a little bit, going to make it really difficult for the Eagles coming up in the fourth quarter.
They've outscored Clifton-Clyde in every quarter so far, and definitely have here in this one, outscoring Clifton-Clyde. Let me do the math here real quick with the old handy-dandy calculator. 12-4 so far here in the third. Clifton-Clyde has only been able to get up, or to make two shots on only 6 attempts, too, as well, for the Eagles. 41-27 your score, 152 left to play this third quarter action. Game number one this evening, Axel Centralia coming up here after this broadcast. Winners on to the Twin Valley League Boys Tournament Championship game Saturday. Here's a block by Scotchney. Now Brant Beitman throws that one away into the stands.
Great play by Scotchney, giving the Eagles a chance to cut into this lead for the Wildcats.
And again, an excellent game plan so far to slow down Jack Scotchney. This is now with Hunter Kiefer on him. About the fourth finger, but here he goes through the foul. Kiefer again, hand in the cookie jar. I believe will pick up his fourth personal foul, and he will.
Yeah, we're going to see Garrett Martin checking into the game for him.
And big one here for Scotchney was told by comrade Jesse Sternat over at KR92 in Belleville. Jack needed 15 to get 1,000 points. He's at 14 right now. This free throw could do it. Free throw up. Downstairs, Jake. We're going to have to wait one more possession. Offensive board pulled down Clifton-Clyde. Here's the three. Will he do it with a triple? No, off the rim. Defensive board pulled down Tanner Bruna, and a big one there for the Wildcats. Tanner Bruna has just played winning basketball here the last two games for Hanover. Braylon Mine gets all the way to the rim off the screen from Bruna, misses the little runner. Clifton-Clyde quickly back the other way. Scotchney inside the lane, hands it off Thrasher. Blocked by Beitman. Good job by Brandt to get up high, not commit the foul.
Looked like an easy 2 points, but Hanover closing real quickly. We've seen their defense do that quite a bit today.
Tough take here for Tanner Bruna into the lane. He's going to draw the whistle, and foul shots now for Tanner. Already went to the line 3 times today. First trip here in the third quarter. Kai Chase, the 6'6" senior, picks up first personal foul. First one is down for Tanner.
And Luke Nober comes back into the game, giving Levi Thrasher a little breather.
Clifton-Clyde offense just hasn't been able to find any other offense behind Jack Scotchney so far here tonight. Bruna knocks down the second one. He's a solid 5 for 5 from the line. He's got 7 points here in this quarter, 17 on the game. Here's a three, though. Jack Scotchney for triple into the record book.
Number 15 gets those 15 points, 1,000 points. Congratulations, Mr. Scotchney.
Big congratulations there, Jack Scotchney. A lot of 1,000-point scores here in the Twin Valley League. Just one of the many great players we get a chance to see. But team-wise, Hanover leading 43-32. A turnover here as Bruna tries to feed Martin. Turnover number 4 in the quarter. Now a pass by the Eagles as that one, the ball outran Luke Novert. So Hanover will repossess with 16.6 here on the shot clock.
Clifton-Clyde got a little bit ahead of themselves. Only 18 seconds left. They could have waited for the last shot. Instead, they rushed themselves, and now Hanover can take the last shot.
And push this lead up over 11. Garrett Martin left block with 8. Working on Ty Chase. Looking for the Travelers. Clifton-Clyde shot is up and missed, though. Will give a chance for the Eagles. At half court, shot will be no good, and we'll end the final 3 quarters with Hanover in the lead, 43-32. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors for fourth quarter action.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians, you'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Fourth quarter action of this boys semifinal matchup, Hanover leading 43-32. We were talking before the game. I was looking forward to the offense. I've actually been very impressed with Hanover's defense. Scoring totals for Clifton-Clyde, 13 first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, 9 in the third quarter. Defense has been a key for the Wildcats.
Absolutely, and they are priding themselves on that by just getting better as the game goes on.
Again, a big night now for Jack Scotchney. He's got 15 points. He goes into the record book as the 1,000-point scorer, but Tanner Bruna himself is having a night. 19 now for Bruna after a 20-point performance on Monday, and that shooting stroke looking good for Tanner.
We'll see how Clifton-Clyde can stretch the floor, try to make up this 13-point deficit.
Inside, Scotchney up off the shot. That one drops down for Jack. Good looking turnaround shot there. 17 and now for Scotchney, but we'll see what the Eagles have the final take. A good take inside. Speaking of it, Braylon Mine, an and one opportunity. He drops it in and the foul. Strong take from the Wildcats.
Jackson Cook and Broden Cook coming back into the game for the Eagles. I see Cole Gurman on Luke Nobert getting a rest.
Again, this Eagles team will now take a timeout. 7:06 on the clock. 30 seconds. We'll take a 30-second break with us. We're back after this.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Braylon Hines finishes the old-fashioned three-point play, making it 48-34 here in the fourth quarter. Levi Thrasher shot up, foul will be called on Tanner Bruna going for the defensive stomp. It's been I don't like the term in high school, especially a game of stars, but I think players have stepped up tonight. We've seen Tanner Bruna now with 19. Garrett Martin started the game big with 10. Jack Skoshny doing what he did for Clifton-Clyde. I think this one has lived up to kind of what we were expecting, though.
Absolutely. We've seen exactly kind of what we thought. And right now at the free throw line, Kai Chase, he got into the game and got 5 points right away.
It was a very hot starting. It was 17-13 at the end of the first quarter, but then again, the Hanover defense has been the story so far here tonight, holding Clifton-Clyde to 13 in the first quarter, 10 in the second, and only 9 in the third quarter.
And we're seeing an adjustment from the Eagles get put on some press on Hanover, see if they can't force some turnovers.
Mine walks down Oliver Novert and drops it in over the right shoulder. Braylon Mine now with double digits, 5 here in this quarter. He just walked Oliver Novert right down to the block. Novert left wing looking to get the better of Braylon. Jump stops, now kicks it out into the hands of Trexton Cook. Baseline, kick out drive, short corner shot will drop down. That's going to be Broden Cook's first bucket of this contest. And yes, a little kind of 2-2-1 pressure. Cadrick Cohorse is going to pick up his dribble in the backcourt, and a full timeout will be whistled by Corey Jensen and his squad. We're going to take it with them. 6 minutes left to play in this ball game. Hanover leading 52-37.
Wait! Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot by upgrading your Wi-Fi experience with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service.
To learn more, visit bluevalley.net.
And a reminder that every one of these broadcasts that you hear is available to listen back at kndyradio.com underneath the Sports Podcast tab. KNDY Live Sports Rerun available at least a couple days after each contest. It'll be put up also while you're over at kndyradio.com. Go and check out the TVL Rundown. Myself and Jeff Wirtz chat about everything Twin Valley League sports that airs. You want to catch it on KNDY during the 7, noon, and 5 o'clock news blocks in the TVL Rundown, product of KNDY Radio and the TVL Sports Spotlight.
Sports and beyond, as you were talking about hospitality rooms the other day.
Weston will call us out. Yes, our colleague Jesse Sternak, KR92, always a fan of the hospitality room. And I think, Weston, you have a little something to do with that here in the night or two, don't you?
I hear there's some good snickerdoodle cookies in there today.
Well, you just tell the radio people to hurry up and get out of here because I need some of those snickerdoodle cookies. Yes, again, always want to thank Frankfort for the wonderful hospitality over here at the tournament. Braylon Mine backs down his defender again and drops it in for 2. Braylon Mine, 6 straight, I believe, now for the Wildcats as this lead grows up 52-37.
Good defense there by Oliver Novert, getting that shot clock down. But Hanover's able to convert. And here we see a foul on the other end. Good backdoor cut. Jack Skoshny got away from the freshman Cooper Bruna. And again, not to beat a dead horse, but I think Corey Jensen's defensive plan on Jack Skoshny, who would have thought you put this freshman on him? I mean, I wouldn't have. That's why I'm not a coach.
That is exactly why I'm not a coach. Inside, Skoshny gets himself another bucket, 4 points here, now 19. He had 4 straight 30-point games. At the other end, Garrett Martin gets Levi Thrasher in the air. Foul on the floor will be called.
He got chased in the air. Looked like a shooting foul. But they're going to say before he went up for the shot.
Call that one on the floor. Only second personal foul for Clifton-Clyde here in this one. Top side, Tanner Bruna left alone. Hard off the rim there. Guy Chase pulls down the board. Again, we've got a great one coming up here afterwards. There's a deep three from Jack, defensive board. We call Braylon Mine, and then Thrasher picks up the Chase picks up the personal foul. But a great contest coming up here after this one. Action Eagles, Clifton-Clyde, Panthers, the 2, the 3 seed. Axel, your reigning TVL tournament champion. Centralia, a good team that'll have Jacob Quincy back tonight on the outside. That's more depth to Nick Evans' team that really handled Frankfurt down low. Pedro Cohort, speaking about down low, feeds it to Garrett Martin, but misses that bunny. Good-looking moves here from Kadrick. Again, didn't play a Monday evening, back in the starting lineup here tonight and hasn't skipped a beat so far. Here's an air ball shot from Braden Cook. Wildcats control. Leading with 4:20 left in this contest, now a 14-point lead. Wildcats led by 9 at the end of the third quarter, and each quarter Hanover has outplayed this Clifton-Clyde team. Here's a mental mistake. Tanner left corner, has that one fall off his hands.
Hanover trying to take their time as we're coming up on 4 minutes left in the ball game. And they can take their time with this shot clock, run that clock down, limit the possessions, limit how many times the Eagles and Jack Skoshny can attack the basket.
Being very effective here, and I want to make the comment, Hanover started this season again off 0-3, but they launched a great team. Thayer Central, a power up in Nebraska, Nemaha Central, who will be a state tournament team as Preston Cook gets a bucket, and then a third straight loss to a Concordia team that's ranked in Class 4A, but since then, Hanover has ripped off 6 straight wins, and now looking for their 7th here tonight. They're really figuring out how to play. I feel like we beat a dead horse, but offensively, too, they picked it up. 30 points in both of the first 2 games of the season. Since then, they haven't scored under 50 in a game. A charge will be called as Mine tried to walk down Oliver Novert. Mine had good luck with that, but Oliver Novert did a good job of moving his feet and staying in front.
Yeah, good sense knowing Hanover's trying to attack and stood there and took the charge.
11-point contest, 3:27 left to play. This game not quite over just yet by any means. I've seen Jack Skoshny get hot here before. Let's see if the Eagles can. 3 ball to get us started. No. Defensive board leads to a run out. Garrett Martin at the other end throws it down. Garrett Martin, a thunderous two-handed jam. As Martin now has 14 in the game off the missed 3 from Clifton-Clyde. Beautiful outlet pass. Braylon Mine. Martin closed out on the top of the wing 3. Martin leaked out. Mine found him like a wide receiver streaking down the floor. Pushes it back up to a 13-point game. Here's Skoshny right block. Spins through. Good defense again by Cooper Bruna. And Garrett Martin pulls down the defensive board.
Clifton-Clyde wanting to press, going to be aggressive. That's what's going to draw that foul.
Eagles need the foul here again, trailing by 13. That's the 4th personal foul. Second now on Novert. The next one will send the Wildcats to the stripe for foul shots. If anyone, I want to in the hands of Tanner Bruna. He's 5 for 5 from the line here tonight. The freshman Cooper Bruna has it left wing, guarded tightly now by Trexton Cook. Right side, Cadric Cohorse off the little give and go. There's that 5th foul, and Cohorse will be the man to go to the line for foul shots. So what Clifton-Clyde has to do here to stay tight in this contest, fouls obviously the rest of the way. First one there on Braden Cook. It's all on the Wildcats free throw shooting. Cohorse knocks down the first personal.
You see Ethan Sacco checking back in for the Eagles, and the Eagles got to move quick. They got to put up points. They got to force a turnover or see if Hanover can miss a few from the free throw line.
Second one here for Kadrick. That one's halfway down and out, so there's a miss from the Wildcats. Hanover decent so far tonight from the line. Topside Oliver Novert blocked by Tanner Brunett to Kadrick Cohorse. Will Tanner throw this one down? Another slam A thunderous right-handed hammer throws it down for Tanner Bruna off the block, and it's the Wildcats party here in Frankfort. Scotchney a deep three. That's a miss. Tanner Bruna the board playing winning basketball, and it looks like Hanover will hold on in the final 2 minutes of this contest. Again, shot clock set at 20. Hanover will have to get this ball off at some point.
But they are in no rush to get this ball off.
No rush at all. Cager Cohorst inside through the contact, and foul shots for Cager. Right into the chest of Jack Scotchney, and Clifton-Clyde looks worn out.
They do, and 16 points under 2 minutes left, 2 dunks recently from Hanover. A lot of momentum for the Wildcats.
A lot of momentum for the Wildcats. A late timeout will be taken by Josh Scotchney and his Eagles team. We're going to keep it right here, though, in the final minute 44. Give you a quick rundown. Again, for Hanover, Tanner Bruna has had himself a heck of a game, 19 points for him. But I'm going to, again, take you back to the first quarter. Garrett Martin was an absolute beast on the boards for Hanover, and I think that really set the tone for the Wildcats.
It did set the tone. He cooled down a little bit in the second quarter. But we've seen here recently he's kind of picking things right back up.
And again, like I said, I'm going to go back to him because he just made a great defensive play, too, and threw it down to Tanner Bruna, coming off a 20-point game Monday night versus Donovan West. He had 4 blocks in this game. Now in this one, 2 blocks, 19 points. I'm not sure how many rebounds, but at least 4 or 5, I'm sure.
My mark is 6, but that is definitely unofficial.
Exactly, and everything here is unofficial. We learned that out last night the hard way, but Bruna has really stepped into a role here. And then, too, to see Braylon Mine in this fourth quarter, he has 7 points, now 13 for the game. What a closer in the junior there. And, again, I go back to it. Hanover started the season 0-3. There's always chatter when Hanover starts off rough, but they've righted the ship and now looking at their 7th straight win.
Yeah, you said 0-3, but you mentioned those teams. Nemaha Central, they're state-ranked and still undefeated. So they played some really good teams. That's like hitting the ground running.
One thing head coach Corey Jensen will do for his school is play tough opponents. Cager Cohorst at the free throw line knocks down the first personal. Second up coming for Cohorst. That's a miss, but offensive board, Tanner Bruna. So, again, make your presence known. Was taken out of the starting lineups a week or so ago. I don't know if he's worked his way back into it because I like the production off the bench. That's just me. Turnover, Clifton-Clyde after a Hanover turnover. We'll give it back to the Wildcats. Minute 30 left in this broadcast. 58-41 is your score. Wildcats have led this entire way. Again, a good one coming up between Axel and Centralia. After this, we're going to take a break for national news, weather, and sports before coming back here with the second of our semifinal game. Again, KNDY will have full coverage of championship Saturday, too, as well. Coming up tomorrow, consolation action, 2:30 p.m., while girls' finals will be at 4 o'clock with boys' finals to follow at 5:30.
And Brant Beichman is at the line for 2.
Beichman off on his first free throw attempt.
Here we see Jack Bruna checking back into the game. And I think Braylon Mine is going to be taking a seat. It took him a minute to figure that out. No one wants to sit.
No one wants to sit. Final 117 of a winning game. No one wants to find a seat on the bench. But Mine will take it along with Martin. Cameron Juneman, too, a name we haven't mentioned here much in the second half. Tanner Bruna got the start over him. But still, I think just a lot of options for head coach Corey Jensen and his squad this season inside Scotchney will push the pace. And again, a congratulations to Jack Scotchney. Goes over 1,000-point scorer in his career. Hanover closes down his 4 straight games of 30-plus points. But again, a heck of a player. And in my opinion, he put up 6 threes, went 1 for 6. But a lot of those I felt like weren't in rhythm per se, more rust, I think, tonight.
Exactly. And credit to Hanover, as we've seen, talked about earlier, putting 2 freshmen on him. They had their game plan. How do you slow down Jack Scotchney? And they've made him take some shots that just quite haven't fallen.
And, you mentioned that as Scotchney's second one is a miss, but what are you if Jack Scotchney, you come out, and no offense to Cooper Bruna, but Cooper Bruna's 5'9". Jack Scotchney's 6'4". What are you going to do? You're going to attack the rim as Hanover turns it over, but maybe a little mind games played there by head coach Corey Jensen and his squad. Good little run to the rim there by Newtonover. Drops that in for his first bucket and a foul attempt. But a good defensive plan nonetheless. Now a completely different team upcoming for Hanover. Head coach Corey Jensen, again, will have to get his squad ready for either a Axtell team or a Centralia team coming up Saturday as Novert finishes the old-fashioned three-point play.
Aaron Trection Cook will check back in for Clifton-Clyde as they're going to apply some pressure here in the last minute of this game.
Hanover faced off against both Axtell and Centralia last year. Scott's three is down off the turnover for Hanover. Wildcats wanting to keep the Eagles in this one. 10-point game, 42 seconds left to go. But again, Hanover faced off against both of these teams last year. Hanover fell to Centralia, and they also, I believe, fell to Axtell in that championship game of the TVL tournament.
You see Clifton-Clyde working good effort on them, not giving up. 10 points. They still wanted to make a shot at a comeback, but not quite going to happen.
Josh Scottsney says that's enough. He calls off the Dogs. Your final score is going to be 58-48. Hanover punches their second straight ticket into the Twin Valley League Tournament Championship game. Again, your final score, 58-48. Hanover Wildcats win. They advance to take on the winner of our next broadcast. We're going to take a time out for national news, weather, and sports. When we come back, we'll get scoring totals from this broadcast as well as getting ready for game number 2 here from Frankfort. Again, your final score, 10-point win for the Hanover boys as they will be in championship action Saturday at 5:30 p.m. You're listening to high school basketball coverage of the Twin Valley League Tournament on KNDY and Blue Valley TV. We'll be back after this break.